Hello and welcome to Treasured Tales, first inaugural game. My name is Shiro and I'm going to be the DM for Tales of Harmonia R. Very excited for this very first session, right? We put in a lot of hard work. First off, we're going to give a round of applause to Blaze, who put together this amazing room. Right?
Thank you.
And we're going to go around the table, and everyone's going to go ahead and introduce yourselves, right? Tell them a little bit about yourself, like where they can find you and things like that. So yeah, we're going to start off by going with Ryu. Why don't you go ahead and let us know.
All right. Hello, friends around the table and those watching. My name is CoffeeNinjaRyu. Y'all just can call me Ryu for short. I am your resident Coffee Ninja by day, actor, gamer, streamer by night. I play a variety of different games as well as from RPGs to Yu-Gi-Oh! And everything in between over on my Twitch channel at CoffeeNinjaRyu. And I am also part of a long-running D&D campaign as part of Loaded Dice Adventures. And yeah, I'm super, super excited for what this one brings.
Hello everyone, my name is Professor Wisteria. You can find me on Twitch at Prof. Wisteria. I am primarily a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel streamer, however we do a variety of different content, primarily painting streams of Warhammer miniatures and other games. Good to see you all.
Hi, I'm Nell. I'm a rogue indie VTuber. I mostly play retro games and RPGs, and introducing my friends to terrible, terrible times is usually in the form of making them play old stuff. I've been looking forward to this for quite a while and trying to get a bunch of people involved, and I think this is going to be an amazing and fun time, and I look forward to reading all about your guys' thoughts and feelings on all of this.
Hello, everybody. I am Blaze409. Unlike everyone else here, I'm not a VTuber or anything like that. I mostly just DM for Nell for Dimension Chasers and Cloudbreaker Alliance, Team Derp, the Daring Explorers Ready for Peril. Other than that, I don't do too much else. I'm excited to be able to be a player for once instead of just a Dungeon Master.
Hello everybody, I'm Sagrel. I'm one of the two owners of the Cafe d'Arcadia. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter under those names, one with Twitch with an underscore, Twitter without. And I am one of the players in the Dimension Chasers campaign with Blaze as my DM as well. I'm just excited for more roleplay.
Awesome, great. So, just a little bit of a disclaimer starting this off. For anybody watching this on YouTube or even on Twitch when it goes live, these are being pre-recorded because it fits best with all of our wacky and crazy schedules, right? This gives us a little bit more freedom. We're going to be able to, insert music where we need to, some sound effects, do some editing, and the audio quality will probably be better than you hear from us normally on other streams because we've been fine-tuning and tweaking it. So, but I'm very excited to get this underway. So, without further ado, let's begin with our very first session. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. So let me go ahead and set the scene. Long ago, there existed 3 gods. Eros, the god of light. Aura, goddess of wisdom and knowledge, and Deimos, the lord of darkness and destruction. From their thrones in Hyrule, they looked down upon the people of Laurezia and guided them. Deimos, however, saw the mortal realm as a plague and sought to destroy them. A great battle ensued, and the 3 gods fell into a deep slumber. Eros and Aura defeated Deimos, but at a heavy cost. Using the last of his power, Deimos was able to seal Eros, and was able to divide his power into two last great creations. The Hellions, creatures of destruction, and the Daima, to corrupt Eros's own mortal creations. Fearing the worst, Aura sealed herself within Hyrule in hopes that one day the door could be opened and the world would be saved. As Eros fell into his deep slumber, he left the world with this edict. Worry not, for as I slumber, I shall watch over you, and when the world's eye opens, I shall return and bring you prosperity. And so the teachings tell that after 1,000 years of dormant sleep, the god Eros will awaken, and the land of Laurezia shall return to its golden age. From this rose three great powers, Cordia, and in it, the Church of Duos, following the teachings of Eros and Aura. Ortega, a land of commerce and of elven technology. And lastly, Forsyth, a home for the Daima. War has passed in these ages, and much of history has been lost. You hear the sounds of fire, small crackling, a light breeze hitting upon your face as you begin to open your eyes, your vision's blurred. You can feel the jostle of someone carrying you as heat licks at your face. As you look around, you feel an old man. You see. You know him, he's taken care of you for a very long time since you were a baby. But as you look past his shoulder and see the town that you had come to know as home, currently being burned. With blurry vision, you see knights as they attack villagers, hear the scream. The man holding you seems focused on getting you away. You feel what seems like warm water running down your left cheek, and with an instinct you go to wipe it away with your right arm, only to feel intense pain that quickly subsides. But as you go to look, you let out a massive cry. Now, you open your eyes. Quickly they crash open as you lurch forward in your bed. You're in. I've been there, but then Scala's in for about a week. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your character?
Sophia wakes up, rubbing her eyes as she does. That dream again. Really, out of all the things that my memory could be replaying, it has to pick that memory. She'll sigh, roll out of the bed, and quickly start by getting dressed. She'll start with her arm glove before putting on the rest of her attire, making sure it's securely fastened, brushing her hair to get it into the not quite immaculate shape that she is known for. It's still quite messy, but definitely has it combed down so you can see that it is covering part of her face.
As you finish getting dressed, you hear a knock at the door.
Who is it?
As you recognize the voice from behind. The old man who has raised you so long. Blaze, why don't you tell us what's happening?
All right. Reynard, he got up a bit early today. He knows that Sophia has been looking forward to doing what. Should I say what we're doing today?
Yeah, you can.
I'm so sorry. What is it? What is it called again?
So, it's the day of the Hunter's exam.
Hunter's exam. Right. So Sophia has been looking forward to taking the Hunter's exam, and Reynard, as her protector, is reluctantly going along with it as well. He got up early, gave his armor, which looks a bit weary and rusted. He gave it a little bit of a polish, which you can't really tell. It's slightly less rusty than before. Got on his gauntlets, and expected to see Sophia already up and about, ready to go. And is just come to, as gently as possible, reminder that, today is an important day.
I hear you, old man.
Sophia, if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it, whenever it starts, not whenever you feel like leaving. Come on.
At least tell me you've got something you prepared to eat. I can't go on an empty stomach.
Sophia, you should have thought that before waking up when you did.
Hey, it's not my fault they like to start these things stupid early.
Yes, but we still gotta go take care of it. Come on. We'll get something on the way.
I mean, you're paying this time.
There's not much left, but okay.
So, as you all leave the inn, you come to the town that you have spent so much time in, right? This last week. You come to Scala, a town within Mortega, in Westrand, right? Just the highest, most. It's a town within the Highlands, pretty small village, right? As you leave, there are children playing, the people walking about, right? As you hear some of them talking about the Hunter's exam. These kids are super excited. One of them walking past you, Reynard, and you kind of overhear as the kid goes, "Hey, did you hear? This year is going to be kind of insane. The hunters have to do..." And then just keeps going. Slowly fades out as he gets further and further away.
Like, this one's gonna be an adventure. Well, I hope it pays well once we get our credentials, and then we can start actually getting around without having to worry about certain people.
True. I don't like the idea of you fighting Hellions, but I do like the idea of us being able to eat.
Yeah, food is important, and Hellions, certain people, it's all the same. It's a means to the ends.
Sophia, let's just focus on today for now, okay?
You can focus on today. I've got a goal.
And you'll never reach that goal if you're not focused on what's happening now and right in front of you.
Whatever, old man.
I'm not that.
So, you two head to the Hunter's Guild, right? There is a bar. You are able to get food there. As you guys enter the guild hall, you see there's a slight stairwell that goes up into a kind of like a foyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are free to kind of just walk in here. Either find a table or even just go up to the bar. As you get here, you do see that there are a decent number of people within this room, right? Several people just sitting around and talking. Some people sitting alone, But you have been in the guild hall before. Of course, you had to be here for registration.
Mm-hmm.
You do know your way in it at least a little bit.
Alright, well, let's get something to eat and make sure that they know we're here.
All right, you go to the bar, get the food. I'll go ahead and make sure we're registered.
Alright. Make sure you put our names in properly this time.
You misspelled Sophia one time.
Yeah, you like being called Sophie, and let's see how all that goes.
So, I'm assuming you're looking around the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking around, right, you do see several people. You see two human adventurers speaking with an elven one, right? You see a woman sitting kind of alone at a table with a little bit of a hood up, right? Seems like they're trying not to draw too much attention to themselves. And as you scan through the room, near the bar, you see a gentleman that you signed up with, or at least talked to before, which is Grill. Or Gabrielle.
Oh, Grill? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna head over to her Grill then.
Alright. So as you approach Gabrielle, he seems to be sitting down working on paperwork. As you approach, he turns and looks and goes, "Ah, I see. So you're here. Good. The exam's gonna start soon. But if you're going to, probably should."
Sophia decided to wake up a little late today, so we're gonna grab food real quick.
Right? Don't worry, I'll let you know when we're about to get started. You see as he keeps writing something down. He turns and looks at you again. Was there anything else?
Wanted to make sure everything was set up before we left.
Let's see. So, your name is Reynard Zelfer, right?
Correct.
And we've got Sophia Zelfer.
Yes.
It's weird how you wrote that, but Sophia Zelfer, all right.
It's a weird way of spelling it, you know.
As he looks at the paper and it says Sophie, scribble, Sophia. He's like, all right, very well. Look, have a seat, get some food. I'll make sure to let everybody know what's going on.
Appreciate it. Well, good luck.
So, as you kind of like you leave the bar, or you go to the bar, my bad. Seemingly walking in, there seems to be a sort of commotion nearest to the door, right? Or near the door, kind of over around this way. As a woman with blue hair walks in, a young girl runs over to see her, right? She's just like, thank you so much for helping me the other day.
Oh. Which one were you? Were you the one with the cough, or the hair falling out? Must be the cough.
The cough. It was the cough. I guess. She just had it. It was terrible. I have to thank you for saving my granddaughter.
All part of the day's work, miss. Glad that you're doing well seeing you up here. And she seems visibly distracted by the tenseness of going into the hunter's exam and this hasn't been the first person to bug her since she walked in.
You left so quickly before. Please, I have to pay the fee. I don't have much gold, but, will this do?
Nice. Look at the offering.
It's like 2 or 3 pieces of.
I take her hand and go and close her hand, making a fist over the money. Keep this, you'll need it for her future.
May Aura's light bless you.
You're welcome. Though, if you want to, I'd rather not eat this inn food again here. I would definitely take food. Some homemade food at some point. Maybe next time I'm in town.
Well, you're just in luck. I'll make sure I have something nice cooked for you.
Thank you so much. And Gabrielle quickly tries to avoid the rest of the conversation, as she seems almost a bit worried and panicked about this. But it doesn't seem to be about how challenging the exam is, but instead about maybe being noticed or pointed out.
With that, you're able to go and find a place to sit and relax.
And I do, trying to find a spot that seems out of the way of any leering gazes, even though it's a complete failure no matter where she ends up going. I go sit down, decide that make another decision saying that it's not the right time to drink in the morning beforehand, and instead begin going over a small charm that is a sign of the church, and just using it as a hand fidget, sit there, contemplating, looking over at the others in the exam.
So where are you taking a seat at?
We are going to go over here.
Ah, perfect. Over by the door. Quick exit.
You got it. Keeping an eye on the entrance too, if who's coming in, just kind of observing.
So as all of this is transpiring, right? Sagirl, your character, she kind of sitting there, kind of lonesome, notices the things going about. There's a certain level of energy at this point. There are a lot more people you would expect to be hunters have started to come in, right?
Amelia, she's just eating there, picking at the little bit, the berries on her plate. And as she's seeing more and more people filter in, people in armor, people with swords, people with obvious experience. She's starting to, she pulls a little bit of her hair out and starts just gently pulling, brushing it with her fingers, and just I don't know if this is a good idea anymore. But she's good. She's just gonna kind of swallow it, and swallow the berries in her mouth, and just kind of wait patiently for whenever they call for her, because she's just kind of looking around nervously.
Alrighty. So with that, we come over to these fine gentlemen, as they seem to be surrounding a white-haired elven man, right? The one looking at him going, man, you got some pretty nice armor, pretty good weapon. But it's no sword. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, are you trying to assume that just because you have a sword, you're better than me?
Well, I didn't want to say it in those kind of terms, but,
Well, regardless, it's not the weapon that actually makes the warrior, it's how one wields it.
okay? I understand. I see. You just don't know who you're talking to. That's fine. I'll let you know I am sort of a big deal around here. I'm a shoo-in for the Hunters Guild, just saying, you know?
Well then, I will wish you the best. You can kind of see that Thron's mainly just keeping to himself, just sort of in like a meditative pose, just letting things play out, as it were.
As the other guy comes over and like taps the gentleman that was talking to you before, and it's just like, hey, I don't kind of boring when he just takes it, you know? Screw him. We'll win, be the best, and that's it.
Thron, overhearing this, is like, well, first you have to prove yourself, though. I mean, nothing's guaranteed in this world unless the results show themselves, right?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna ace this exam. And I bet you won't even make it.
Well, only...
As he says that, the gentleman all of you know, right, kind of walks in and goes, all right, let us begin this year's Hunter's exam. If I could get everyone to come stand in front of me. With that, they all the people who are taking the exam sort of start lining up.
Once he's done talking, I'll take 3 portable lunches to go.
Very
Sophia.
well. She looks at Reynard and goes, that'll be 70 gold.
Yeah, can I have the gold back? God damn it, Sophia. Yeah, God.
Look,
damn.
I'm a grown girl. I need to eat.
Stop, bro. God. Yeah. Like, bubbles through for his, like, emergency gold. How much was it?
Oh, you have 350.
No, how much was it that she was asking for?
70.
70? Mother. Eat me
hardly
out of
a
house
robbery.
and home.
Eat me out of house and home. Oh, I never made ration. I'll fix that. Anyways, let's use direction. Oh. This guy doesn't seem like he's gonna be taking the exam, but after all of you, you know, come here, right? Alright, so as all of you come up, the gentleman, Grail, looks at all of you and is just like, I want to thank you all for participating in this year's Hunter's exam. Unfortunately, we're short-staffed. So, unlike the previous evaluations, we're gonna have to do something different. When I call your name, I want you to step forward. Thron Astragan.
Thron steps forward.
You had glowing recommendations. Glad to see you joining us. Amelia. That can't be right.
Amelia kind of shyly steps forward. You don't have to worry about that part, but I'm here.
Oh. Fine. Who am I to pry in other people's business? Alright. Reynard Zelfer.
Alright.
Gabrielle Hart.
Take a step forward, pushing through a couple of the people nearby, standing in front. I'm here.
Might as well Sophia Zelfer.
She'll stand up, hands on her hips. Yeah, I'm here.
Good. For your exam for today, the 5 of you are going to be hunting the great boar in Nokaa Canyon.
That's it?
Yeah. Look, your job as hunters is to gather information on Hellion. You take them, or any information you gather, you take. And then, you take out that Hellion. We then reward you if we think it's worth it. For now, unfortunately, we don't have the staff in order to watch over you all, and it's easier to put you into groups. So, you all will be taking care of that Hellion. Part of this exam is you figuring out what you need to do with that Hellion. Well,
Easy enough.
I told you
The only
it's...
thing we need to do is put it down.
Are you sure about that?
Works for everything else.
Excuse her, she's a little overzealous. You were saying, sir?
Look, part of this exam is to see how good you are at gathering information. Oh, gather.
What should we bring to signify that we've defeated the boar? Are you looking for its tusks?
You can either bring its pelt or its tusks. But regardless, I'll be able to tell by the prana of the item you bring back.
Understood.
Straightforward enough.
Alright. Get out of here. Go. I have to deal with this other group.
To go grab the supplies.
I'm gonna go clean up my dish real quick. And she goes back to her little table and starts packing up her leftovers of her meal.
Gabrielle heads over to wait by the door for the others.
I'll go wait with her.
What are you doing, Thron?
All right, away we go.
As you guys go, let's... Sophia and Amelia, roll me a skill check. Let's see if you overhear what Grail says to the other group.
Alright, so I rolled a 10. What's the skill I need to add to that?
Alright, so you're gonna add one of your pros or your cons. If you think you have, a pro that would fit this, right, then you let me know. If you think you have a con that would fit this, that would bring you a negative, also let me know.
I think I have the +3 noble etiquette in conversation. Having to learn to overhear in the courts would be kind of an important thing. So I would have a +3 to my 15, making a total 18.
Yeah,
if that's okay.
I'll let that count. Yeah. And
I
what
have
about you now?
nothing on either aspect for this, so I would be a flat 10.
Flat 10. Alrighty. So Sophia, you're focused on your getting your food, right? I almost imagine Sophia's over there whistling a little bit. Just so happy about the food. But Amelia,
Well, no, it depends on...
you do overhear. Real, right? As he looks at them, He looks at the group as he does. So he goes, "You all have a very different job. Sometimes what we have to do is escort. So you'll be escorting a merchant guild to Volcrum." "We're just escorting to Volcrum?" "That's right. Once you're there, report to Jesta."
Well, once I've finished up, I'm going to head for the door after that.
Heading to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Got my travel supplies, which is 3 packed meals. I'm assuming like onigiri or something.
No, Sophia. No, Sophia.
Jelly donuts.
Far after.
Truly the best.
Like, if there's one thing that I can't live without in this post-Tales world, it's my yakisoba pan.
What if we run out of the yaki?
Anywho, so we're gonna put you outside of the inn. We're just gonna snap you there for a second. All right. As you all exit, you make it to right. You are in the town, Gala. So, it's up to you to find information. Right. At this time, you can also, meet and greet your new teammates, talk with them a little bit, exchange names. The point is that currently you have entered what I like to call investigation mode. Have at it.
So, hi, I'm Amelia. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, kid.
Don't mind the old man.
Yeah. Name's Reynard.
She'll hold her hand out to shake.
Yeah, he'll shake your hand. It's a powerful but not like crushing grip.
Yeah, hers is pretty dainty comparatively. It's like...
So, what can you do?
I know how to cast some spells, and I think I'm a pretty competent fighter. At least from what my tutors gave me.
How about you, miss?
Gabrielle turns over to the party members talking. Good to meet you. I'm Gabrielle. She holds out her hand to shake at you, both of your hands. It is one of the softest hands you've ever felt. I am a wandering healer. I guess I'll be taking care of you this expedition.
Sure. Sophia holds out her left hand.
Gabrielle will take it, giving it a nice handshake.
Amelia's going to do the same once Gabrielle's done.
Alright, so what about weapons, though? Obviously, we can see that he's got a lance.
Lance boy? And
Well-
she kind of motions for Thron to come in and introduce himself.
Sorry, I didn't want to intrude on everyone else's introduction, so I figured I'd save it for last. The name's Thron of Clan Estragan. Wonderful to meet you all.
And it's nice to meet you too. Regarding weapons, promise you won't laugh if I show you.
I make no promises.
Sophia just kind of shrugs.
Amelia kind of lifts up her cloak a bit, and you see what looks like 4 gemstone blades kind of like hanging from her back a little bit.
What the hell is that?
It's called a wing, and it's currently not active.
That did not answer my question particularly well, but okay.
Seems stranger.
You can kind of see Thron staring at it with possible intrigue.
Gabrielle doesn't care much about it.
I guess I'll have to wait to see it in action.
Sophia,
Very
we need to know
intriguing,
what our
though.
team. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. Sorry.
I mean, you asked, so I'm just trying to be polite about it.
Yeah, like I said, seemed weirder.
So, the Great Boar, right?
Hold up. Gabrielle, what do you use?
And Gabrielle has it's you notice that it's under right now as she pulls up her cloak, you see slung is a medium-sized rifle that's pretty common design, but it feels like it's from another continent in design. Doesn't seem like it's as local to this area.
Oh.
I'm a sharpshooter.
Oh.
A healer that's
that-
able to sharpshoot.
Well, if it keeps her
That
out of
would be
harm's
cool.
way, I guess.
I'm a woman of many talents. What can I say?
Alright, let's find out about the boar then.
Well, wait. We all showed what our weapons are. What about you and the old man?
Not that old. I don't use weapons.
Old enough to be called old man.
Well, I would assume as that, given familial ties, if I'm reading that correctly. Didn't I overhear that both of your last names end in Zelfer?
Yes.
He's been
She's
taking
my
care of me for a long
granddaughter.
time.
Mm-hmm.
All
And
right,
as for
then
my
that
weapon,
settles
what
it.
you see is what you get. And she does not appear to be holding any weapons.
Are both of you bare knuckle boxers?
Something like that. Her, not so.
I genuinely thought that bare knuckle fighting was kind of a sport. I didn't realize it was an actual fighting style.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it, at least.
Kind of shrugs.
Okay.
So, you heal, you do magic, and you both things?
That's a pretty simple summary, but yes.
It's important to know what your teammates can do.
Well, outside of just normal spear and lance tactics, I have mastery of the wind. So, that little fun fact.
I see.
Sounds
So,
cool.
front line, back line. She says, pointing at each person.
Astute observation.
Alright.
Backline?
She's referring in terms of battle tactics.
Oh, okay.
Front line are people who actually go and fight the things face to face. Back line, ranged combat, and healing typically.
Oh, okay. That makes that makes a lot more sense now.
I imagine, based
Kid.
on your looks and your weapon, and from the sounds of it, your experience, you are not one that likes to get up close and personal.
No, I'm just used to having to fight alone, if that makes sense.
Please stick with the healer.
Yeah, leave fighting alone to the ones who are actually good at it.
Alright.
Alright, either way, we do need to find out more about this boar. As much as I would love to just go and, put it down, the guild leader did have a point.
I mean, I do have a weird question, though. If this is supposed to be a hunting exam, why are we being split between going after a Hellion and going between a trade route?
What do you...
I'm sorry. I heard the other group. They're going on a trade mission to Volcom.
Well,
So
the
I'm
Hunters
wondering-
Guild probably does all kinds of odd jobs. I mean, doesn't sound like it would be too unexpected.
Considering that the examiners said that all the forces were pretty much spread thin, I guess they thought it best to group everyone up in order to do the bigger jobs.
Sounds like they
No,
just
that's
wanted to
fair.
make money by using trainees to do the dirty work.
That's also possible.
Like, despite Amelia's, like, soft demeanor, you see her eyes kind of narrow about that and say, I see. It's not exactly nice.
Well, unfortunately, the world doesn't really end up being all fairy tales.
Yeah. Anyways, information. I'm gonna go ask some people.
We should find some hunters or trappers. They would probably be able to tell us more about this boar.
Agreed. Honestly, even just regular gossip among the town should honestly give us some insight.
Travelers should possibly know something too. Well, if there's an escort mission going on, there must be people to escort. I'll go check at the end, see if there's anybody who has any passing knowledge on them.
Yeah, I got something easier. And Gabrielle goes and pulls one of the people that is gathered around her in the back behind her as they start to cock at her.
I'm gonna go ask the blacksmith. I think would be probably the best start there. He might have some repairs that he might have done.
Can I ask you a question, Shira?
Go right ahead.
Sophia and I have been here for a few days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do the locals tend to gather?
Most tend to try to stay in their homes, right?
Really? Okay.
But there's let's see. Some do tend to gather at the building just east of you, right?
Okay.
It's kind of an offshoot. It would be, think of it like the very public bar, right?
Mhm.
You know what? Roll me a skill check. We're gonna call this a history.
Okay. Can I use my avid reader?
Yeah, you could use your avid reader.
Okie dokie. Alright. No, doesn't matter where I roll.
Shouldn't.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll and tell us the
That's a 10.
a 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's very common knowledge. This town, it's run down. For years, it's been slowly declining, right?
Mm-hmm.
While there's a Hunters Guild here, it seems like most of the Hunters Guild themselves tend to either die or quit, right? This town's population went from 70 or 80 down to 12 to 15 in just a matter of a couple of years.
Is there a reason? Like I know towns sometimes just kind of die out, but like, was there like a trade route that was disrupted?
The increased Hellion attacks.
Ah.
So increased monster activity is really messed up this town, and they don't have a lot of support due to the fact that they're right beyond Nokaa Canyon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this great boar is actually probably really problematic for them as well.
Okay. Alright, in that case, I'll like turn to the group. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the bar. See if I can meet anyone there.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So I'm gonna try to skip off to the blacksmith's area for now.
Hold, before we go anywhere, let's meet up here in about an hour.
See that Gabrielle is already engaged in conversation with someone a few steps away.
I'm talking to you.
Don't
Uh,
don't worry, Miss Zelfer. I'll stand by there just so everyone knows to meet at that location.
Make sure she actually pays attention.
I'll keep my eyes on her.
All right, with that, you guys can move to anywhere on this map, to any of the on it, or to any building that you specifically want to go to. If you're going inside a building, I don't have interiors for every building, so we're not doing that, 'cause that's crazy, right?
My token for some reason is under the table right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Can we get it back?
All right, just let it
I'm
fall.
literally
Just let it
holding
fall.
on to it for
Let
daylight
it
right now.
fall. Let it fall.
Into the void.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, it's back!
It was just one of those. I started to panic.
Oh, you know that's not getting cut out.
Alright, so I'm going to the inn.
I'm heading
He's
to the
going to the
blacksmith.
blacksmith.
You're going to the blacksmith. We'll put you down one.
Okay.
Reynard is going over here.
Going to the bar. Yep.
And I'm keeping my eye on Gabrielle.
I'm gossiping.
Camera is
I'm
zoomed out.
gossiping.
Just let me know who we're going to go to first, and then I will zoom the camera in on them.
Awesome. So, what we're going to do is everyone roll me a d20. You're basically taking an initiative. We're going to see who goes first from here.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, can do.
Wait, I rolled a d12.
16.
I'm also rolling at 16.
I rolled an 8.
Do you have any modifiers on your set, girl?
I have a +1 initiative bonus.
Then you have higher than me because you have 17.
No, that's with my +1.
Oh, I rolled a 16 flat. I have no modifier.
I have a 7, but I would like to argue that I am determined as a pro, and I have a goal of getting into the Hunters Guild so that I can get paid.
You trying to add something to the roll?
Yes, we'll see. It doesn't matter for this role, but I'm just saying that.
You're just like, I will get in there. Alrighty, hold on. So, really quick, we're gonna go through this. Yours was 16, Sacral?
Yes.
Blaze.
Yes. 10.
Yours is 10. Chop. And then we have... Wisty, what was yours?
7.
And Ryu.
Mine was 8.
Oh, cool. Love you. All right, so current order we got is Amelia, Sophia, Reynard, Thron, and Gabrielle. Right?
Yeah, because we essentially got the same number since Amelia has a modifier, then they're technically faster.
Yep. So,
Right.
With
zooming
that-
in on Amelia.
Amelia, you're going into the blacksmith, right? Mm-hmm. As you walk into the blacksmith, right? It's warm, but it's not hot. Doesn't seem like, any of the forges in this blacksmith are on, right?
Right.
So because of that, you don't really see anybody in there at first. Go ahead and roll me a skill check.
Let's see. That is a 10 plus. Is there anything I'm adding to this at the moment?
Do you have any pros or cons that would go to it?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Are there low-cost gemstones in the blacksmith's forge?
No.
Okay, then it's just a flat 10.
Flat 10.
Yeah.
I look around and just not seeing anybody, right? And then after a minute or two, you start to leave, and there is a small kid, right? He looks at you and goes, "What are you doing in my blacksmith, huh?"
Oh, hi.
My forge? Yeah, my forge. Yeah, that one.
Well, I was coming to ask the blacksmith if he knew anything about the Great Boar and perhaps any.
Well, you're looking at him.
Well, Mr. Blacksmith, I'm.
That's Dr. Blacksmith to you.
Alrighty, I'm Dr. Blacksmith. She's trying to be really polite about this because she's not going to try to crush our kid, if it is actually a kid, right?
Looks like a kid.
I know it looks like a kid, but
Couldn't be looking. It seems like they couldn't be more than 8 or 9.
okay. Well, Dr. Blacksmith, do you happen to know anything about the Great Boar?
It's terrible. The Great Boar has broken so many of my weapons. Look at him. As the small boy points to wooden swords and sticks that have been tied together with rope. His hide is indestructible. Nothing makes it through.
Well, is it possible he has a resistance to wood?
You know, that's a good point. Maybe he does.
So
Maybe if I get buckets of water, we'll be able to take him down. Genius! Okay, out, get out, be gone. I gotta get buckets of water. Just like goes behind you, is at butt height, pushes and starts pushing on your butt out, right? The 9-year-old is not thinking about this, but it's just like, yeah.
Okay, alright.
Thanks for the idea, old lady.
I guess I'm gonna have to go down the street to get some more help then, since it seems like the blacksmith's out. And she's gonna start walking towards, like, the shops down the road.
Okay, with that, we're gonna go to Sophia.
Oh my god.
I was muted with laughter the whole time. I'm sorry.
I was trying not to giggle the entire time, too.
That was cute.
So Sophia will enter the inn.
As you go, you see a kind of a burly gentleman, right? Beard, slicked back hair. As you come in, he goes, "Back already? Well, I mean, I know our beds are soft, but didn't you just wake up?"
Yeah, I'm not here for sleeping right now. I've heard there's gonna be an escort mission, and some people are leaving to go out, and I'm looking for some information to help with my hunter's exam. Specifically, anybody who might know anything regarding the boar in Nada Valley.
Talking about that big-ass boar that showed up not too long ago, huh?
That's the one.
Well, been hampering business, I'll tell you that.
It's part of our job to get rid of it. So what can you tell me?
Honestly, ain't much I can tell you. Look, I don't leave the town. I haven't, not since I opened the inn. My days of hunting are behind me, especially with the craziness that started 4 years ago. But look, you need information on this great boar, right? I'd go find Fritz.
Where can I find Fretz?
Honestly, you'll be wandering around town. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a little out there, but he does see everything. I literally mean everything.
Well, then how will I know who's Fretz?
Oldest guy in town, you can't miss him.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. We'll
I
get this
wish
boar
you the-
taken care of, and then you'll get more people coming to the inn.
If you could do that, that would be great. But look, I wish you the best of luck. Don't go dying.
Trust me, dying is the last thing on my list. And with that, she's going to turn around and walk out.
Alright. Before we roll on back to you, right? Reynard. Going in the bar? I'll wait for... Alright, good. So, you walk in the bar, right? It's pretty empty. There's one gentleman in there, right? And then the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Bartender looks at you and goes, is there anything that I can get for you? I will like another round. You're done. What did you say? Anyways, is there anything that I can get for you, sir?
I guess I'll have a... Sorry. I guess I'll have a beer, and, I actually had a couple questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, you can ask while I pour it for you. He kind of goes over, she starts, she goes over to a large keg right behind and kind of opens it as the liquid starts to fill the cup or the mug.
Mm-hmm.
What did you want to ask?
Well, myself and some, hopefully temporary teammates, doing the hunter's exam. And they're sending us after some big boar that's been causing problems. I was wondering if you or... Well, I was gonna ask him too, but he's just not useful right now. Wondering if you knew anything about it.
What did you say about me?
Go back to bed.
You make an excellent point. With that, she sets the drink in front of you. Damn it, Richie. I'm sorry. What was that? It's been very stressful
What's wrong?
lately. I recently lost my husband.
Oh no. What happened, if you don't mind me asking about it?
Don't know. They never... You see she starts to get choked up. It's hard for her to talk. She looks and says, they never found his, they never found his body.
Where was he last at?
He had went to get a supply shipment for, the bar, from Velgrim. I'm sorry. Hold. Could you give me a moment, please?
You're fine.
See, as she takes a napkin and kind of wipes away some of the tears. She takes a moment, takes a deep breath, gets herself a small glass of water, drinks it, and she seems to calm down just a little bit. Goes, but you're not here to hear my woes. What was your question again?
I was gonna ask if you knew anything about the boar that's been causing problems around here.
I don't know why I couldn't hear you there. Could you repeat that?
Oh, I am so sorry. I need to speak up more whenever I'm doing my lines. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. Dang it, I'm sorry. I was asking about the boar that's been causing problems around here.
It's been a real problem, being entirely honest. Shipping and supplies have been very much slowed due to it. But I don't know anything physically about the creature. Wait. There was a hunter in here a while ago, I think, that was talking about the boar.
What'd he say?
They said they heard a very loud trill, like a ringing sound. I'm not sure. And then that's when the boar appeared. They said that it got 3 of their men.
That's interesting.
I hope that helps you, because unfortunately I don't know anything.
No, it helped a lot. I appreciate it. Y'all got anything a bit stronger?
I do have some accordion ale.
I'll take a glass of that as well.
It's on the house.
No, I insist. It's not a problem at all.
She gets you finest glass of accordion ale and pours one for herself as well. With that, the two of you have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, actually, next person, Thron.
All right, so Thron is keeping an eye out on everyone, waiting at keeping an eye on the place where we all agree to gather, and also keeping an eye on Gabrielle, because it seemed like she was gossiping elsewhere and not paying attention to the plan. And he's just keeping an eye out on the town and the plaza. Do I notice anything? That any person that seems not as normal, like a normal townsfolk, like they're definitely a little off the rocker or something? Just something that catches Thron's eye?
Roll me a skill check. And do you have anything that would deal with, like, perception or anything like that in your process?
Let me double check. Not unless Observant Fighter works in the situation, which it probably doesn't.
It does not.
Yeah, so no, nothing there, so let me just... Rolled an 11.
You see this old man old man wearing a hat. His hair is wildly popping out from all sides. He has a cane as he's slowly walking kind of up towards the Hunter's Guild. Even from this distance, you can hear the man talk.
Oh, well, I tell him, damn it. Those bastards.
He gets closer, he goes,
These stairs always cause a problem.
he says that, you notice he's on flat ground.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to off-put you with just staring around. It's just I get lost in thought sometimes.
Finally gets up here, turns to see you, and he goes,
Elf.
Why, yes, indeed, I am.
Don't see many of you out here. I'm part of that other humor problem. Or was it Dorva or Dama? Who are you again?
Sorry, just someone passing through to take the hunter's exam, nothing more. Actually,
Hunter's exam? I remember when I took the hunter's exam. That's the best damn shot you ever did see.
really?
Yeah. Well, you know, back in my day, we didn't have those fancy rifles, so I used a slingshot. Pointed it the hell out of those damn hellions.
That is indeed impressive.
I am impressive, aren't I?
you hear him go, as he takes a big inhale from his nose.
Fair.
You see a smile.
Like, I like you, even if you are an elf.
Sorry, I don't mean for my appearance to be a bit off-putting. I do apologize for that.
No. You haven't tried to beat me, or stab me, or light me on fire, so I gotta say, you're the best elf I've ever met.
Well, thank you. If you don't mind me asking, sir, do you know anything about the boar that has been causing trouble for this village?
Oh, do I know a thing or two about that boy?
He gets in real close, puts his arm around you, and goes,
Let me tell you the boy's tale. It starts 50 years ago. 50 years ago, there was a small little prickle boar named that,
and he keeps going on and on and on. And about 15 minutes later, he's still telling the story, and he goes,
And that's when the worm came. I don't mean worm like a worm that's in the ground. I mean a worm like a dragon, but it's not a dragon because it's a completely different kind of bipedal.
And a couple more minutes pass as he keeps going.
And then, well, that's when the great boar was born and it took over Nokaa Canyon.
I see. Out of curiosity, you wouldn't happen to know where the boar usually congregates at, do you not?
Somewhere within the Central Valley. There's actually a camp there. Well, I wouldn't go near the camp, though. The boy tends to go there anytime someone's cooking meat.
Anytime soon.
Yeah.
I will
I
keep
thought
that.
it was weird because last time it attacked us because someone was trying to roast a prickle boar. Why would you roast a prickle boar out there in the middle of that? You don't roast it. And what you do is you gently kind of, you get a good heat going, right? You season the pan and then you cut the prickle boar meat and then, into little cubes. And then...
Thron's listening very intently, by the way.
He tells him an entire recipe for prickle boar meat. Another 15-20 minutes go by. at this point, by the time he's getting done, everyone would be coming back. So what we're going to do is go to Gabrielle. What are you doing? As you are sitting there, this is when he first goes,
Let me tell you a story. So the first a prickle boy was born.
All right. Rolling my eyes at the old man as he approaches, kind of just regarding him with a little bit of like an ickness. I go walk over to the middle of the street and grab whoever is walking by their sleeve. I will mess up your plans.
wait,
A
who are
little
you
bit.
grabbing?
Random stranger. Anyone that ends up walking by, I'm waiting in front of the tavern, the inn here, tavern, and as the person wanders by, I'll go and see how they're doing. We're just going for a random shot and seeing who wanders by.
So, I mean, for the most part, right? First person out is one of the other hunters.
All right, I walk over to the hunter that's coming out of the guild. Oh, you must be from the other party there. I heard you're getting escort duty. How's that looking? And she totally hits him up.
Well, I mean, you know, it's gonna be a hard job, but I think we've, you know, we're gonna be fine, you know.
Wow, that's so brave of you going on this, becoming an adventurer. She's putting on all the stops. And so, how about this boar? Do you know anything about a boar nearby?
I actually do know something about it. So, funny enough, you know, we had to come.
Please
through
tell
Nokaa.
me.
So, you know, we had to come through Nokaa Canyon, right? You know, and me and my friends, we had to stop at a camp. We got hungry, so you know, we killed a prickle boar. You know, because they're right there. You know, their meat gets tenderized. You know, it's good stuff. And so there we were, and then this thing just came out of nowhere. But obviously, we outsmarted it, right? Because it's a bull, and we came here, you know, to take the hunter's exam.
You got away from it? Wow. Do you remember where you were?
Of course, I remember where we were. It was the east part of the canyon, you know.
At a camp in the east part of the canyon. Okay, thank you. Bye. And she immediately just turns away from and goes just I will walk over towards the where we are, kind of meandering about, but instant dejection.
He's like, at first he's like all smiles and happy, and then you turn around and he goes, yeah.
We don't even say thank you at the end.
So was that all for you there?
That will be my scene there.
About this time, it's time for you guys to get back together, right?
Am I still listening to the old man by this point?
That's right.
Yeah.
So as
This,
all of you,
out of character, is this the Wonder Chef? Because he's
This is
giving
not-
us a recipe.
this is not the Wonder Chef.
Why does it look like we're surrounding him like we're about to king you?
Because we want the recipe, damn it.
Flanking bonus.
He's still talking, and he's just like,
And then what you do is you take some rosemary, a little bit of basil, right? And you make it a beautiful garnish. Now, this is, you can't have prickle boar without without my patented brown sauce. Let me tell you how to make it. So, it's 1 cup of white sauce. And
Is
2
he
cups.
still talking to you?
Ah!
And Gabrielle
Woman!
walks over to the
Ah!
situation.
Other woman! Ah! dead woman.
What?
Miss
Well, that was a response.
Miss Gabrielle, he was telling me quite an interesting recipe for cooking bricklebore.
Yeah.
He was taking too long. I know where we need to go.
As do I as well. But
there's also apparently a person named Fitz in town. If you can find him, he knows more details about the boar as well.
Hello.
Oh,
I believe I have already met the man.
well, that solves that problem then.
Well, I met the blacksmith's apprentice, and as per his words, the boar's hide is, in quotations,
We don't have a blacksmith's
Indestructible?
apprentice. We have a blacksmith.
and his wooden swords would not cut it.
Just a little green.
So wood typically more brown.
So you ran into a kid blacksmith. You've been listening to the an even older man yap. What were you two?
Oh,
What info did you two find?
I'm only 94.
Incredibly young for some of my people.
Ah, elf!
You already met me, good sir.
Ah, that's right. You didn't try to burn me.
I find
Why
it
would
very
anyone try to
concerning.
burn
that
you,
you
sir.
I do find it very disturbing that you
Duo
keep bringing that
Snake!
up.
Sophia is immediately looking around.
Is he gone? Oh God, no, he's not.
I think they're referring to you, old man.
It's old armor set. Sir, it's just an old set of armor I found.
Kind of looks.
My God. You are old.
Amelia's just trying not to snicker at the moment.
You know what, old man?
Anywho, I heard you guys need some information on the Great Boar. So let me tell you the tale. 50 years ago...
Anyone gonna stop him?
Gabriel walks over towards the bar area, ignoring the situation.
Good sir, we appreciate it. But you've already regaled our friend here. This
Nope.
man has already been told your story. We have all the details we need at this time, unless you have something new to share.
I mean, don't knock it until you try it. Hearing the entire tale of one's backstory does wonders when it comes to battle strategy.
Oh, well, okay then.
We
Oh.
appreciate it, Mr. Fitz. And
You can hear Thron be a little bit sad. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
Mr. Fitz, when we come back, we'll be glad to listen to your stories then.
See him light up and he goes, oh, good. Yeah, but just be careful with that Great Boar. Make sure you don't get hit by its tusks.
I will remember that. Thank you.
Eh. Oh,
If you,
also, it's the pelt to the Great Boar. It's just an aged up prickle boar, really. But they're pretty fire retardant.
I see. That's very good information to know.
Yeah, so if you bring it back, you'll be able to make thermal blankets. Good for the winter. Concordia.
here.
We don't really get winter here. But anyways, okay, I'll leave you be. I gotta go complain to someone. Hey, you
Wait,
son
hold
of
on.
a bi-
Sorry, Master Fitz. Why should we not be hit by the tusks?
Yeah,
because they're big and
He
strong.
comes. He's like walks in. He's like, "You son of a!"
turns back around as he's like, so you still need my good old knowledge. Well, let me tell you. Now, you don't want to be gouged. You see, 25 years ago, I once had a friend that was gouged by a terrible accident. It was absolutely horrible. Let me tell you how it happened. So there we were, just sitting there relaxing, and then a boar came out of nowhere and just gouged him in the side. It It was absolutely awful and terrible.
Sir.
Eh? Oh, God, you're old.
You know what?
Like, let's
No,
get going.
I'm joining her in the bar. Nope, you guys handle this. I'm going to the bar.
You can join him. I don't mind listening to this entire tale.
I have vanished again.
I don't mind either. He's
Oh, no.
Mr. Fitz is quite nice.
Where did you go?
Hold on. Pausing record for a second. I'm gonna lift up the board and watch I will appear underneath.
Uh-oh.
Everyone went underneath.
Oh, dear.
Okay, I have moved to the left. Someone just grab and pick
Hold
up all
on.
the pieces and hold them.
You're not there.
You aren't there. You fell through the floor. Oh no.
Okay. Drop the pieces.
Nope.
Man. Hold on. No one grab him.
Alright, are we
I-
pausing right now?
Hold on. I grabbed mine. Hold up.
Hold on, I got this. I'm gonna move the map back. Okay. Put the
Back.
map down.
Map is locked.
I know exactly how this was placed. So you guys were right about here-ish.
Yep.
Yeah, roughly.
And I have vanished.
Actually, I think
Am
you were
under the table.
Down one more.
Yeah, we were right there.
Yep, right there.
But it's okay. Do you know why it's okay?
Well, that's okay.
Because I do. Close that.
Okay,
out.
found it.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh my god! I swear to God, if it keeps disappearing every time I pick it up, someone else is gonna have to start moving me.
Oh, dear.
Okay, it's over here again. I'm just gonna throw it down. Somebody else move me in place.
Where were you trying to move to?
I was going over near Gabrielle.
Okay.
Oop.
There you go.
Anywho.
Back in position. In 3, 2.
And anywho, just make sure you don't die. Anyways, I gotta go and complain at the hunters. Hey, you son of a bitch! You owe me gold!
So apparently the tusks have nothing magical about them. I was afraid they would poison us or something.
Well, I mean, getting gouged sounds pretty nasty. And if he's just an old boar, then they're probably pretty jagged.
That is true.
I remember seeing some of the trophies from some of the other people's houses I used to visit.
You must have traveled a lot, huh?
Not really. I'm pretty new to traveling overall, realistically.
Well, it's all right. I'm a little bit new to it myself. Well, in terms of traveling solo, that is.
Yeah, I need to. We should probably catch up to the others.
Yes, that's a good call. As long as we got all the details on the boar, how to track it, how to lure it, this should be turning out just fine.
Alright, so what are you guys doing now?
Gonna take spotlight for a second. I walk into the bar having previously picked up some supplies from here or got the location of some supplies for treating some people and just refreshing medkits and the like. And I ask the woman at the bar for prickle boar meat.
She looks at you and she goes, I actually do have a little. It's the last that I have in stock, though. I only
need it.
have 2 prickle boar steaks. Is that okay?
That'll be fine, thank you. And I will give her whatever amount that she's looking for in gold. And thank you. You've been most helpful today again.
All right, those
Let me
2
know if you get sick.
steaks, they cost 3 gold apiece.
So I'll pull 6 off my stat. 344. And I will take the meat, I unwrap it from its paper first, taking a look at it, kind of make a little bit of a side-eye, stinky eye at it, and rewrap it, put it into a satchel, and walk out of the bar as Sophia and Reynard end up walking towards Gabrielle. She looks over at them. I got our bait. Are you guys... Is that elf still listening to the old man? Oh. Rolls her eyes.
Don't know. I left a while ago.
Okay.
You do realize that there are prickle boars in the valley. We could have hunted one or two on the way, right?
That's... How'd you know about the prickle boars?
The old man literally talked about it!
He never shuts up. Okay. Yeah, we could have hunted boars. You'd be relying on me to shoot it down, and this is easier and right here. Anyways, I got what we need. Let's go pick up those other two and head out. I know the general area of where we're going.
Alright, but when we get down there, leave it up to me.
We'll see about that.
All right, and with that, you guys are heading off to Nokaa. And that is where we're going to end the first episode. What? Did I save?